Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Old Bridge Township, February 25th, 2025 council meeting. Please rise for a pledge of allegiance. Please remain standing for a moment of silence and for our prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As customary in this chamber, we stand for a moment to remember those who are protecting our freedoms, both here and abroad, for our first responders, and for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for everyone suffering around the world. A moment of silence, please. Mr. Pescitti, our prayer.
Dear Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve you in this chamber. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear your voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right, and grant that we have a good conscience and soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Present.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Here.
Councilman De Palma.
Here. Here.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Present.
Let the record reflect that Councilman Murphy is absent. Councilman Pasquitti.
Present.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Present.
And Council President Sohar.
Present.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the official newspapers of the Township on January 14, 2025, and has been posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the Township Council will be held on Tuesday, March 11, 2025, at 7:30 p.m.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our meeting. We'll begin with introduction of new police officers and promotions. Very excited about this one. Mayor and Chief.
Good evening, everyone. It's truly a proud moment for me to stand before all of you today as Chief of Police. I'm honored to introduce our newly promoted officers as well as our newly hired officers. This is a significant milestone for both the department and the community, and I'm thrilled to share it with all of you. Before we begin, I would like to provide the residents of Old Bridge with an update on the current status of the Old Bridge Police Department. As many of you already know, public safety is always my top priority, and I am incredibly passionate about ensuring the safety and well-being of our community. Every day, we are working tirelessly to uphold that commitment. In addition to maintaining public safety, keeping our highways and roadways safe is also crucial. To further this mission, we expanded our traffic safety unit and implemented an aggressive driving detail. Our officers have been focused on identifying and addressing aggressive drivers on our roadways. I've personally seen a noticeable improvement, especially on Route 9, and I'm confident that these efforts are making a difference. Community policing is equally important to us. Last year, we were proud to reinstitute our Youth Police Academy and launch a brand new Senior Citizen Police Academy. Both programs were a huge success and a lot of fun, fostering stronger connections within our community. This year, we plan to bring back both those academies, along with many other community-focused events, to continue building those bonds. Finally, I want to take a moment to express my deep gratitude to the men and women of the Old Bridge Police Department. They are out there every day working hard to keep us all safe. Their dedication and commitment does not go unnoticed, and I want to let them know how much we all appreciate their efforts. Thank you all. God bless the Old Bridge Police Department. I'd just like to take a quick moment and thank Mayor Walker, our business administrator, and our council for all their continued support. And without that, we couldn't be moving forward and thriving and doing what we're doing. So thank you very much. So we'll bring our captains down. You want to read it? Oh, you can. Okay. James McCauley Jr., badge number 167. Throughout his 28-year career with the Old Bridge Township Police Department, James McCauley Jr. has been assigned to several areas of law enforcement. He previously served the department as a patrol officer, school resource officer, and a detective assigned to the identification unit. In 2014, James was promoted to the rank of sergeant, and in 2021 to lieutenant. He is currently assigned to the as the Bureau Commander for Police Administration. It is a privilege tonight to recognize his dedication to the department with the promotion to rank of captain. I introduce you to Captain James McCauley.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. His twin, Michael Blahota, badge 190. In January 2000, Michael Blahota was sworn in with the Old Bridge Police Department. He began his career as a police officer, and in 2003 was assigned to the Detective Bureau. Michael was promoted to sergeant in 2014 and to the rank of lieutenant in August of 2022. At that time, he served as Bureau Commander of the Detective Bureau. He is currently the Bureau Commander for Patrol and Records Divisions, as well as Dispatch. It is my honor to recognize his commitment to the department and introduce you to Captain Michael Blahota. It's gonna go down. Don't go down. All right? Bring up our lieutenants. Joseph Goujon, badge number 196. On July 21st, 2000, Joseph Goujon began his law enforcement career with the Old Bridge Police Department. He served as a patrol officer prior to being assigned to the Detective Bureau in 2007. Joseph was promoted to the rank of sergeant in 2018, and on Monday, February 24th, 2025, he took the oath of office and was promoted to lieutenant. He is currently assigned to the Detective Bureau. Tonight, I am proud to introduce to you the department's newly promoted lieutenant, Joseph Goujon. Herbert Doctors, badge 221. Herb Doctors was sworn in with the police department in December of 2005. He was assigned as a patrol officer until December 2016 when he was reassigned to the police administration, where he is currently assigned. In 2018, he was promoted to sergeant. On February 24th, 2025, he was sworn in as lieutenant. It is my honor to introduce to you Lieutenant Herbert Doctors. Patrick Montagna, badge 216, my brother. On January 26, 2004, Patrick Montagna was sworn in as an officer with the Old Bridge Police Department. He was assigned as a patrol officer. In 2013, Patrick was reassigned as a school resource officer and the liaison between the Board of Education and the police department. In 2017, he was appointed as a detective with the Juvenile Division and continues to work closely with the Board of Education and oversees the school resource program. It is my honor to introduce to you my brother, newly promoted Sergeant Patrick Montagna. Phil Belgio, badge 217. Phil Belgio began his law enforcement career when he took his oath of office on January 26, 2004. Philip served as a patrol officer within the Patrol Bureau until his reassignment and appointment to the Detective Bureau in 2024. His assignment within the Detective Bureau included 6 years within the Narcotics Division. With his promotion to sergeant, Philip continues his assignment with the Detective Bureau. I am proud to introduce to you tonight Sergeant Philip Belgio. Gregory Goy, badge 225. On January 26, 2006, Gregory Goy took his oath of office with the Old Bridge Police Department. He began his law enforcement career with the Patrol Bureau, and with his recent promotion to sergeant, serves as a supervisor within the Patrol Bureau. Gregory's promotion to sergeant was administered on February 24, 2025. It is my privilege tonight to introduce to you Sergeant Gregory Goy. I'm going to introduce our new officers. We have 3 here tonight. We have currently 5 that we hired, but 2 are ready to go probably next week. Bring them up. Jagpreet Kaur, badge 306. On January 31st, 2025, Jagpreet Kaur took her oath of office within the department. Prior to coming to Old Bridge, Jag was employed as a full-time police officer with the Plainsboro Police Department. She previously served as a sheriff officer with the Somerset County Sheriff's Department. Jag attended Montclair State University and holds a bachelor's degree in justice studies. She is currently in training with the department's field training program. I am pleased to welcome to the department and introduce Jagpreet Kaur. Brandon Grover, badge 307. Brandon was sworn in on February 18th, 2025. Prior to joining the Old Bridge Police Department, Brandon served with the Spotswood Police Department. He holds an associate's degree in mechanical engineering from Middlesex County College. Brandon also served as a special law enforcement officer, Class 2, for the Jamesburg Police Department and the Spotswood Police Department prior to becoming a full-time officer. I'm pleased to introduce to you Brandon Grover, and welcome him to our department.
Thank you very much.
Michael Sansone, badge number 308. Michael Sansone was also sworn in on February 18, 2025. Michael previously served as a full-time police officer with the Jamesburg Police Department. He holds an associate's degree in science from Brookdale Community College. Prior to his employment with the Jamesburg Police Department, Michael served as a special law enforcement officer, Class 2 and Class 1 with the Seaside Heights Police Department. I am pleased to welcome to the department and introduce to you Michael Sansone.
Good evening. We were without a police chief for a few years, and in March of last year, Chief Montaga took over, and we are so committed, our council, myself, our administration, and Chief Montaga, to build our police department. We're going to continue to build it, make it stronger, and our number one priority is to keep Old Bridge safe. So that's what we're here to do. Yes, and I just want to say congratulations to our new officers, our newly elevated officers, promotions, and thank you, council, for all your support for our police department. I just want to have a big round of applause for our police. And thank you, Chief Montaga, for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Oh, we're good. We just, congratulations to everyone. I think the council all feels the same, and everyone knows where our heart is. It's here with the Old Bridge PD. And we're so happy that we have the new officers, and we're so pleased that the officers were promoted. This is a really, really good time in Old Bridge, and I think Chief Montagna has set a really, really good path for us. And I'm hoping that this is just the start of many more promotions and many more, new police officers. We really are dedicated to you guys. It's the residents that are very important to us. Thank you all so much. Yeah. At this point, we're going to now go into the body of the meeting. So if anyone would like to stay, you're welcome. But if anyone decides that they'd like to, take their leave for the evening, go right ahead. You're lucky. Have a good night. Enjoy. Have a good one, guys. Thank you very much.
With the new officers, we used to bring them up and they used to introduce them to each council person.
Well, we did that last time, but I guess tonight you didn't need too much. Tommy didn't do it.
3 new ones.
Yeah. You're afraid they're gonna pull you over?
Already got pulled over. Yeah, last week. You did? Fairway Lane. I didn't realize it was dangerous. Passed the red light, got pulled over. Clover's said, guilty. So he wrote me a ticket for no seatbelt.
Well, that was, but you'll remember it and be a little more less daydreaming, right? Yep, yeah, I think it was by ShopRite, the old ShopRite. Yeah, by that florist, right? Oh, yeah. That is right there, yeah, right there.
You know, when you don't travel these roads ever, I don't know. I don't know.
Pretty much now. All right. All right, well, we're going to now get back to the body of the meeting. Once again, congratulations to everyone in the police department. We're all very Old Bridge proud. Okay, just as an announcement, the public hearing H1, the performance bond release Wawa Trash Enclosure 177, Route 34, Matawan, store number 934-Block 4230, Lot 3, application number 32-15Z, carried to March 11th, 2025, council meeting without further notice.
Yes, Council President,
Yes.
we had an issue where both our engineer and our assistant engineer could not be available for tonight's meeting.
Right.
So we asked if we could please carry this to the March 11th meeting so that they could be present, and Wawa was in agreement, so they will not be required, though,
Right.
to republish any notice.
Okay? All right, so for anyone out there that was interested in that, it is being postponed and moved to March 11th, okay? All right, very good. Okay, now we'll go on to the bill list. Mr. Garcia? Okay. Okay. Well, you knew we had bills, right? Okay.
I knew we'd find it somewhere.
All righty then.
Thank you. Bill list as of February 25, 2025. Accounts payable, February 25, 2025, $23,473,652.31. Payroll, February 14, 2025, $1,232,655.54. Payroll overtime, February 14, 2025, $37,018.79, and that completes my report. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Garcia. Anna, can we have a breakdown, please, of the overtime?
Yes. We did not have any major upticks in our overtime for this payroll. The police overtime was $21,144.31. Deduct grants, $7,993.73. Deduct ETO, $8,000, $8,800. That's a hard number, apparently. $8,110.91, for a total of $5,039.67. We have 2 officers on light duty, and as you can see today, we have a pretty good force out there, so thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Do I have a motion? Move it. Okay, moved by Mr. De Palma, second by Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini? Off the dais. Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
7 yeses.
Okay, next will be budget items. Calendar year 2025 budget introduction.
So this is resolution approving introduction of calendar year 2025 budget under total general appropriations of $73,368,537, and to set the public hearing for the budget for April 8th, 2025.
Thank you. Okay, good evening.
Good evening. I will get this started. I am pleased to introduce this year's Township budget, a financial plan that reflects both the challenges we faced and our continued commitment to fiscal responsibility and essential services. This year, like many municipalities, we have navigated economic pressures that have tested our ability to maintain a balanced budget while still providing the services our residents rely on. We have seen a significant increase in the cost of items, in non-discretionary items, including health benefits and pension obligations, both are which are essential to supporting our dedicated employees, but come at a higher financial burden. Furthermore, our new recycling contract with the county, which was roughly a $4,000 increase over our previous contract, though still significantly less than if we were to go private, has added additional costs that we must absorb. Despite these challenges, we have worked diligently to control expenditures where possible, explore cost-saving measures, and seek alternative revenue sources to lessen the impact on taxpayers. Our goal is and continues to be to ensure that we continue providing quality services while maintaining long-term financial stability. We welcome your input and look forward to working together to make the best financial decisions for our township and its future. At this time, I will pass it over to Dawn, our CFO and Director of Finance.
Okay, welcome, Dawn.
Thank you, Anna. Good evening. Tonight, we're asking council to introduce the budget. As you know, we say every year, it's really an all-year process. But it began with the departments back in August, submitting their requests to administration. We held meetings in October, and then a second round in January to finalize everything. I'd really like to thank Vicki, who's here tonight, and really our entire finance staff, because without them, without the department heads and the managers, we would not be able to put this together. Thank you. It's important that we take care of our financial planning early so the departments can operate and, make decisions in a timely fashion. Many years ago when I first started, we weren't adopting the budget until 6, 7, 8 months into the year. And, you can't plan, you can't go on temporary for that long. So without further ado, the 2025 municipal budget has total general appropriations, excluding the municipal library, of $69,309,994 compared to $68,885,255 in the 2024 budget as modified. That does not include that $7 million emergency appropriation that would skew things greatly. The proposed tax rate for municipal purposes for 2025 is estimated to be 1.030, which reflects a 1.67% increase over 2024. So for an average home in Old Bridge assessed at $157,373, there is a proposed municipal tax increase of $27. It's important to note that we are a service industry, and our budget, employee-related costs, salaries, benefits, payroll taxes, comprise just under 64% of the budget. Our 2025 budget does include funding for 2 new full-time positions, a patrol officer in the police department and a laborer in public works. It also takes into account some of the proposed contract changes that we're looking to really help recruit and retain qualified police officers, such as you saw here tonight. Excuse me. As Anna had mentioned, we have seen significant increases in some of our costs that we really can't control. Obviously, there's always insurance, including health and liability insurance. Pension costs, which come down from the state. PERS, the employer contribution, increased by 8.34%, and PFRS by 18.25%, which equates to just over $800,000. Also, the recycling contract. We contract with MCIA. Their 5-year contract is up at the end of March. We were just notified, less than 2 weeks ago, what the actual amounts would be, and it's about a 39% increase that goes into effect starting April of 2025. The Township Administration will schedule 3 budget subcommittee workshops in March. We're still working on finalizing the dates. They'll be held at 6 p.m. in room 201 on the 2nd floor. At these meetings, the budget is discussed in great detail. We go line by line through the budget. The meetings will be advertised in the Home News Tribune, posted on the Township website, and they are open to the public. A formal presentation and public hearing will occur at the April 8th council meeting. And by the end of the week, the budget documents will be available for review at the library, Township Clerk's Office, and Finance Department, and also on our website. Next, I do just want to touch on, because I did talk about those significant increases. As you know, we've talked about in the past, we are subject to 2 caps by the state. One is the tax levy cap, which requires each municipality to limit the local government unit's amount to be raised by taxation by no more than 2% of the prior year levy, with specific exceptions. They allow for health benefits, pensions, LoSAP, capital improvements, and debt service. So for 2025, we are under the tax levy cap by $625,667. The appropriation cap. The state sets an automatic increase every year, and it can be up to 2.5%, obviously with cost of everything. They set it at 2.5% for 2025. There is on tonight's agenda a cap index ordinance that we do every year. This allows the township to increase their final appropriations subject to the cap to the statutory permitted 3.5%. Now, when we're talking 39% recycling, 18.25 pension, but yet we have to stick to this 2 and this 3.5, which is very difficult. The second thing that the ordinance does allow, it allows the township to bank the difference between the final budget appropriations subject to the cap and the COLA when the difference is not appropriated as part of the final budget. For 2025, we are under the appropriation cap by the skin of our teeth, $16,736.84. In speaking to the auditor last week, this is a problem with many of his clients trying to stay under because the cost of everything is going up, and, so this is a problem, going forward, and will be a statewide problem. Finally, on tonight's agenda, we have 2 bond ordinances, one for general improvements and one for arena. Detail of the projects was provided tonight. A presentation on capital will also be on the April 8th meeting with public hearing and hopefully adoption of the ordinances. Doing this early, it allows the departments to go out to bid earlier than other municipalities and get better pricing on our capital projects. So tonight, we're asking the Township Council to introduce the budget so we could keep the process moving. I know tonight's your first time seeing it, but as in the past, you have a couple weeks to, mull it over. We have our subcommittee meetings, and if you have any questions, I know myself and Anna are available to answer any. Thank you.
Good. Do we have a?
This process, as Dawn says, takes a long time. It began in August, many, many meetings to get this budget. And I think it's a pretty good budget considering all the obstacles we faced with the many increases that are totally out of our control. The health care went up substantially, the pensions. We have a lot of state mandates. Like, as you know, Oprah is a big problem. It forces a lot of employees to work full-time with the Oprah requests. And I want to thank all the department heads for all their hard work, Dawn, Vicki, and Anna, for all their work that they put into this budget, because it takes many, many hours. And now we're handing the budget over to you, and we have till April 8th. We have the subcommittees. You can go over it line item by line item if you have any questions, but it's in your hands now.
Okay, well, I'd like to ask for a motion to introduce the budget.
Move it.
Okay, moved by Mr. DePalma, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Astatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses. Public hearing is set for April 8th, 2025.
Next will be calendar year 2025, budget to be read by title only at public hearing.
Can we have a motion, please?
Move it.
Moved by Councilman DePalma. Second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Roll call, Councilman Astatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes. We good? Next is resolution approving the governing body's certification of compliance with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's enforcement guidance on the consideration of arrest and conviction records in employment decisions under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Do we have a motion?
Move it.
Okay, moved by Mr. DePalma, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Astatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes. Ordinance establishing the municipal budget appropriation limits and a cap bank, NJSA 40A:4-45.14 for calendar year 2025. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Okay, motion by Mr. Asatuli, second by Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Public hearing set for March 11th, 2025.
Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $75,000 for various arena improvements in and by the Township of Old Bridge in the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $71,200 in bonds or notes for the township for financing part of this appropriation.
Second.
Moved by, was it Mr. Desai? Okay. And
Second by Mr. DePalma.
Yep.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma? Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Public hearing set for April 8th, 2025.
Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $6,105,000 for various improvements in and by the Township of Old Bridge in the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $5,086,600 in bonds or notes for the township for financing part of the appropriation. Do I have a motion? Move it. Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Public hearing set for April 8th, 2025.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. Ordinance for first reading, FR1, ordinance of the Township of Old Bridge, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 5, Article 13, Department of Police of the Code of the Township of Old Bridge by amending 5-109D 1B, extra duty assignments. Do I have a? Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Public hearing set for March 11th, 2025.
Okay. Next consent agenda, I'd like a motion and a second, and then I'll bring it back for separation. Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Councilman Asatuli, any items for separation?
No, thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
No, thank you.
Councilman DePalma?
None, thank you.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
I have none, thank you.
Councilman Pasquini?
No separations, thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
No separations, thank you.
Council President Sohar?
No. Roll call on the whole entire consent agenda.
Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Report of the Township Clerk.
I have, did we skip?
Oh, what did I
Oh,
skip?
no, you didn't.
No,
You're good,
no.
you're good. No, I have no report.
Okay, all right.
Never had things pulled off.
Okay, I'm like, where? Okay, all right. A Township Attorney, a report?
Actually, Madam President, real quickly, I know it's a difficult issue, but the consent decree settlement of the federal government, I just want to report that all the settlement amounts were paid last week, which included the 15+ million that was initially due 30 days after the consent decree was entered. And then I proceeded to have the second payment that was scheduled. We had up to 120 days after the consent decree was entered, which was entered beginning of February. And rather than have interest accrue on that amount, and being able to based upon the amount of interest that we earned on the monies, we proceeded to make the payment. So that part, the consent decree, and the amount that the town was required to pay have been paid. One thing I would say is, on the positive side, is that the town was able to earn almost $200,000 in interest on the amounts. I had asked the finance department to look into open as a cash management account with State of New Jersey. Their interest rate was higher than the interest rate being charged by the federal government on the Superfund account. So we were able to make $200,000 in additional interest, and also we're going to recover an additional $177,000 from an insurance company who was in liquidation, didn't contribute as of yet. So that's almost an additional $400,000 that we'll recoup, which will mean that the amount that the town will pay net is about $6.6 million, which was always around the number I thought the town would have to pay anyway. So even though the amount borrowed was $7 million, we were able to recoup $400,000 back to pay against that $7 million.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's it.
Yep. Do I have a motion to accept his report?
Move it.
Moved by Mr. De Palma, second by Mr. Asatuli.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay, thank you very much. Administrative report, Anna?
Yes. Full-day summer camp registration. Full-day summer camp registration, online registration will begin in March. Tiny Turtles registration will be on March 11th for children entering first and second grade next school year. Great White Sharks registration will be on March 12th for children entering third to fifth grade next school year. Middle school registration will be on March 13th for children entering sixth through eighth grade next school year. Registration starts at 6 p.m. on each of those days. For more information, please visit oldbridge.com/daycare and click on the link for full-day summer camp. We have another retirement to announce. Police Officer Louis Raporti, after 21 years of dedication to the Old Bridge community, has announced that he will be retiring on March 1st. His presence will be missed, and we wish him all the best during his retirement.
Congratulations.
And then just an additional item, and he happens to be here, so he's going to be mad. We would like to congratulate Sergeant James Ford on being recognized as the Old Bridge Elks Citizen of the Year. Sergeant Ford has dedicated his life to serving and protecting our community through his work with the Old Bridge Department. As the president of the PBA Local 127A, he has consistently demonstrated a deep dedication to supporting local causes and organizations. We extend our thanks and appreciation to Sergeant Ford for his commitment and service to the Old Bridge community. And I just would like to add that I've personally had the opportunity to work with Sergeant Ford over the last, I think, almost 8 years now, with the Cops for Kids holiday party. And we've grown it into this massive thing that even during COVID, we had it. It was drive-through in the rain outside in freezing weather, but we did it. And it's really a great event that we just continue to top every year. On top of their dedication to that event, Sergeant Ford oversees a lot of the donations to the food bank for Thanksgiving distribution and other items. So between the 127A and PBA 127, we're very fortunate to have these individuals as.
Right there. Thank you, buddy.
I didn't know you would be here tonight. I apologize.
Okay, well, congratulations, really. That's a wonderful honor. Okay, next will be public comment.
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. This section is open for any topic or item in the consent agenda. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the Old Bridge Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 3 minutes or less. Only one member of the public shall approach to speak to council at a time. The council will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker has finished with their allotted time. It should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the corresponding department's office during regular business hours. The township clerk will regulate the time during the comment portion of our meeting. As you approach the microphone, please state your name.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Anyone tonight? Good evening.
Good evening. Sergeant Frank Contreras from the Old Bridge Police Department. On behalf of PBA 127A, Superior Officers Association, I'd like to thank Mayor Walker, the Town Council, Anna and Dawn for your support in negotiating our new 4-year contract. From the negotiating committee, Lieutenant Ron Nitto, Sergeant Michael Krasinski, Sergeant James Ford, and myself, we'd like to thank you for making this a smooth, fair, successful contract, the best reached in decades. I talked to the old timers, and they all said it would take a year, 2 years. We did this in
6 months.
6 meetings.
Yeah, 6 meetings. Yeah.
So Anna was spectacular. We're proud of her. I hope you are too. The outcome is a true testament for your support of Old Bridge 127A and our support for you, the Town Council, Mayor Walker, and the Township residents. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and stay safe tonight, right? Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Very nice. Okay. Now, all this, what a nice, positive night. Good evening.
Let's keep it positive.
Nice, positive
I'm
night.
trying
Good
to.
evening.
By the way, congratulations. And Mayor Walker, thank you, because they didn't have to go without a contract. The last time, it's almost 2.5 or 3 years, right? So brilliant work. Thank you. I tried to keep it positive, but it's really hard sometimes. I do want to say good evening. Thank you, council members, mayor, and of course, all the residents of Old Bridge. My name is Nina. I wanted to take this moment to address something that's really concerned me about the leadership in this town by some people. At the last council meeting, Council Vice President Greenberg Belli spoke of kindness, how she's a kind person and judges people by their hearts. But unfortunately, actions speak louder than words. During the last election, she encountered an opposing candidate, one of the kindest people I know. She's a woman who actually does a lot of work in this town, adopting out dogs, which of course everybody here, I know everybody in the council loves. That said, what happened was she was mocked for her struggling to cover her HOA fees. This was after her young son had just endured umpteen number of surgeries at CHOPS Hospital. He's only 5 years old. Imagine the weight of that situation and then being put an image on a pup as in ridicule. There have been, of course, multiple occurrences of concerning behavior by her. She's used this position on the dais and off to make remarks about so many, including myself and other council members. In my personal opinion, these actions don't align with the responsibilities expected of a civic leader and a council member. So here it is, Vice Chair. If you want to be known for your kindness, and I know you do, please change your behavior and start today. Be kind. If you want to be respected, then be respectful to others. Leadership isn't about empty words. It's about integrity and the way you treat others, especially when you think nobody's watching. So thank you. By the way, there was one other thing I don't think my 3 minutes are up. Old Bridge has 68,000 residents. And by the way, I'm still waiting on what we're going to do with the deal for the electricity, but I'll ask you privately. 68,000 residents, 12,000 of them are over 65 years old, 2,000 are veterans, 6,000 live in poverty, 5,600 have disabilities who are over the age of 65, 4,100, this is the Census Bureau, under 65 with disabilities. Most of these individuals benefit from at least one of the federal programs like Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP benefits, and it appears that the most recent federal proposed tax cuts may primarily benefit one or more council members, while the rest, including the mayor, all of us, pretty much everyone in this room, is going to be negatively impacted. With those things in mind, councilmen and women, do you still support these proposed policies and changes in tax code? Or do you believe they may disproportionately favor the wealthier individuals at the expense of the broader community and the majority of members in this town? Thank you. Have a lovely day. And by the way, happy Black History Month. Thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the audience who wishes to be heard this evening? Okay, seeing no hands, then I'll close the public portion and we'll go on to council comments.
Council President, before you go, can I just add one thing?
Absolutely.
I wanted to thank the PBA 127A for really working with our administration. It was really a pleasure. You know, it was like Sergeant Contreras said, it was 6 meetings, but they were very, very productive meetings. It was a lot of back and forth, but I think it really shows the dedication that they had to work with our administration and vice versa. So I just wanted to thank them, as well as our regular PBA 127. Really, really a great pleasure, and it's a great step forward.
Okay, very good. Yes, you're right. Thank you very much, Anna. It was a very good collaborative effort. Okay.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes, I just want to congratulate the officers from tonight on their promotions and the new officers of Old Bridge. God bless you and be safe. And all the department heads, Dawn, all of you. I know it's challenging, especially in this climate. I know it's very difficult for you, but thank you very much. And Anna, you know, it's hearing this and from him. I know we started the first year, right, together. It was a rough ride, but it's really exciting to hear what you put together and everybody. I'm really excited, and I mean this, Anna. It really is a pleasure working with you, because I know you have just one thing in mind, the best interests of these taxpayers. I really appreciate you. I want you to know that. Thank you. No, thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, I just wanted to congratulate Sergeant Ford on his Citizen of the Year. I bust his chops a lot, but it is a very well-deserved. You know, he's a really great guy in and out of the force, and couldn't have no more well-deserved person to get that award. So congratulations to you. And also the special needs ambassador who received an award that night was Aubrey Abraham. And what an amazing young woman. She came and she spoke, and through all her challenges, and is doing so well. I happened to sit next to her uncle that night, and he was telling me all of the amazing things that she's able to do. She's like super smart at math, like she's a math whiz. And obviously she can't write anything down, but she just is an amazing math whiz. So just congratulations to her and to all the support that she gets through the schools, through the township, through, you know, through everything. You know, this is a great night for our police force. I counted, I couldn't get everybody's names, but I counted 2 captains, 2 lieutenants, 3 sergeants, 5 new officers, 3 of whom were here tonight. So that's an amazing thing. And then with you guys having a really great experience with your negotiations, I think that's fantastic. Thank you, Anna, for working with our police officers, and because really it is true, you guys are one of the most important things in Old Bridge, and we really appreciate you guys, and I'm glad that everyone is happy. So, with that, I will keep it short and sweet. Thank you.
Councilman De Palma.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll echo and everyone else will. Congratulations to all the officers on their promotions. Our 3 new officers, good luck and welcome to town. Congratulations, Sergeant Ford. Apologies for not being able to be there on Saturday. I had a few family obligations I had to be at. And also, thank you to Anna, the mayor, and the rest of the administration on all the wonderful work you guys have been doing, especially with the police contracts. This is like lightning speed as compared to the past, so excellent work. And finally, just for all those who celebrate, happy Ramadan. May this month bring you peace and joy. Thank you.
Councilman Desai.
I want to offer my congratulations to all those police officers who were promoted today. At the same time, I want to congratulate and welcome to the Old Bridge Police Department those new hired 3 police officers. Again, we just came out, looks like, from the cold weather. Last 2 days was a great weather, and I hope that continues. So we can save not only on energy, but we can go out and enjoy. Because last few weeks, it looks like I was not able to go out. It was so cold. So stay safe and enjoy the upcoming good weather. Thank you. Yeah.
Councilman Garcia.
It's only getting warmer. Spring will be here soon before you know it. Congratulations to all the promotions. Guys, well-deserved. Sergeant Ford, I know you don't like the limelight, but congratulations to you as being the man of the year for the Elks Club. Congratulations to you as well. And the three new officers, let's pray they stay safe and all the cops stay safe, you know, because it's nice. It's nice to start new, but it's still a crazy world out there, so let's hope everybody stays safe. Dawn, Anna, who am I missing? Vicky left already. Where's Vicky? Vicky left. May everybody involved with this budget, good job with the police contract. I mean, I had a few cops come up to me and tell me what a great job it was, what a great deal. It was so quick, it was amazing. So good jobs, everybody involved in that as well. I think that's all I have. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Councilman Pasquini.
I, too, would like to congratulate all the police officers, Officer Board. And Anna, good job. Yeah, I've been on the council for coming up on 8 years, and it's never been this smooth. And to have the officer come up and say something like that, that's pretty remarkable. So good job. Good job to everybody. I'm glad. Thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Elks for always having the charity ball that really raises money for special needs children in our community. Meeting Aubrey was such an inspiration. Her family was totally amazing. And the challenges that she faces, but the things that she accomplished is just astounding. It's amazing. And congratulations to Jimmy Ford for all he does in the community. And it was very, very refreshing tonight to see the police department here, not only with the new officers, the people that have their promotions, but then the finale was to see how things do, you know, you can work together and get things accomplished in a shorter time. It's productive for everybody. And it's unfortunately that I do have to end with something that's unfortunate. You know, statistically, nothing goes 100%. But one thing you can say that's 100%, NJ will always be negative. She always has something wonderful to say that is so inspiring as to us all. She's spreading falsehoods constantly. She's nasty comments, negative, and she's always inciting people. So, once again, I prefer to stay positive, but I do have to point it out. Thank you.
Council President Sohar.
Yes, one thing, and I'm thinking of this as I'm sitting here and looking in the audience, and you have to look back to see how far you've come. And when I first started on this council, and this hair was not this color, this room was lined wall to wall with police officers. And it wasn't for anything positive. It was a contentious time. There was restraints financially. Unfortunately, there were even layoffs of police officers. And it was a very scary time. And I remember it very, very well. And to see how far we made that commitment together, to work together to build the police force, and to make it to what it is today, and the relationships of what they are today. It really is amazing to me, and I think it's due basically to the officers here, to Anna and her openness with them, and how they have come together. And little by little, we really have built a relationship. Our new chief of police, he really has brought everyone together. And I just am amazed at how much things have changed in such a positive way. I am just so happy that this is coming about. And I think we can really, together, all of us, can really do very, very, very great things. So really, thank you all. Anna, that was astounding, the amount of time. And Jim, Frank, all of you. It was a fast, quick, and I think that was the best thing. And of course, the Elks, naturally, we congratulate you. They always have well-deserved people, and you are very well-deserving of that honor. So again, thank you all. And I really just am so happy that tonight was such a proud night for Old Bridge and such a positive night. Thank you.
Okay, We need a motion
Yep.
and a second to enter executive session for contract negotiations for
Okay.
PBA 127 and SOA 127A.
Okay, Mr. Asatuli made a
Second.
motion.
Second by Councilman Pasquitti. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilman DeCaro, Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Yes. Council President Sohar? And we will reconvene. We have to come back in to vote on some items, so we will be back after executive session.
Re-enter into a public portion, please.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Re-enter public session at 8:57.
Okay, and we're back now. Resolution ratifying and approving memorandum of agreement between the Township of Old Bridge and PBA Local 127-2025-2028. Do I have a motion?
Move it. Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. DePalma.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes. Resolution ratifying and approving memorandum of agreement between the Township of Old Bridge and PBA Local SOA 127A, 2025 through 2028.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pasquini.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes. Okay. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
Move it.
Okay. Okay, so we
Don't all
got,
jump at once. Motion by Councilman DePalma. Who seconded? Councilman Pasquini. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Aye.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
yes, yes, good night.
Adjourn at 9 PM.
Good job.